Hey everyone, and welcome back to another World of Warcraft Dragonflight Alpha video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the preservation Trakthir Evoker specialization. I'm still getting used to these names, but this is the healing specialization for the Evoker, which is the new class coming out in Dragonflight. So we're going to be taking a look first time at the abilities and everything for the specialization. We are going to be taking a look at it from the perspective of maybe trying to create a build that we can play out in open world content, even though it is a healing specialization. So the build that we make is probably not going to be great for dungeons and raids and stuff, but we will look at the abilities and talents and stuff along the way and kind of talk about them. If you haven't already seen my first video on the Evoker, I went through and I covered the class side of the tree in detail. And we're not really going to dive too deep into that this time. So if you want, go watch that video for more in-depth details about that. Before we get started, please let me know via likes, comments, etc. if you're enjoying this series, if you're liking the videos, and if you want to see more content from me outside of the alpha. I'm really using this series as a gauge to figure out what level of interest there is for me making content for other people, as opposed to just kind of recording the stuff that I'm going to do for myself anyway, which is this kind of stuff. So please let me know. All right, so let's jump in and check it out. We've got our usual stuff here. So we've got our Azure Strike, got our Blessing of the Bronze, we got our Deep Breath. I'm already getting used to these. Disintegrates. We got our Emerald Blossom. We've got Fire Breath, Hover, Living Flame. We've got our Return. And then in Preservation, we've got Mass Return. We've got Naturalize, which is a cleanse of harmful magic, or just all magic and poison effects. It actually doesn't say harmful magic. Maybe it should. And then we have a Mastery Lifebinder. Healing done to allies is increased while their health percent is lower than your own. That's nifty. All right, so let's jump in. Let's go on the class side of the tree. We're going to go in. We're going to get Rescue. Let's see. We're going to grab some of this stuff here. I'm just going to kind of fly through here and pick up some different things along the way. Okay, we're going to grab that. I'm sure we can grab Sleepwalk. Grab Tip the Scales. Increase stamina seems good. Actually, let's do Essence regenerates faster. And then coming down here, let's see. Green store spells restore 10% more health. And then reduce area damaging attacks. Sure, we'll go with that. So nothing too crazy we just did there. We got the class tree is a lot of like utility stuff that you can use. And that's basically what we got. Some utility, some movement speed, that kind of stuff. Right? So we really didn't add anything to our repertoire. We're going to make a second bar here, actually, for our healing stuff. We'll just make a second bar for healing, so we can kind of look at it from both angles. So for healing, as far as stuff we're going to cast pretty often, we have Emerald Blossom and we have Living Flame right now. So Living Flame, when cast on an ally, is going to heal, and then Emerald Blossom. You cast it on a target, and then after 2 seconds, it heals up to 3 injured allies within 10 yards. So that's really all we have. We did pick up Cauterizing Flame, which is going to heal when it removes negative effects, bleed, poison, curse, and disease. So now we have a way to remove that, as well as a way to remove the magical and poison effects. So we've got good ways to cleanse here. On the damage side of things, we have just the baseline abilities here. So we have Azure Strike and Living Flame, which we can spam. So Azure Strike hits 2 targets, Living Flame hits 1. And then we have 1 Essence Spender, which is going to be Disintegrate, which is a channeled ability. And then we have 1 Empowered ability, which is Fire Breath, which is an AoE. So basically, we spend our Essence on Disintegrates. We can charge up and use our Fire Breath if we want to. And then from there, we either spam Living Flame on a single target, or we can Azure Strike on 2 targets until we have enough Essence to cast Disintegrate again. And that's pretty much how it goes. If we're going to heal right now, if we're healing a primary target, then we're going to do that with our Living Flame. Oh my goodness, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. There we go. So we would Living Flame to heal. Or, alternatively, if we want to heal a group, we could throw out our Emerald Blossom, super cool effect, and heal that way. I like this stuff a lot. It's definitely pretty cool. Let's go in here and grab Visage and switch over to Dragon Form. I just think it's a little cooler. Okay. So let's get into this talent tree and start taking a look at what we can get into. So the first ability here, we're going to go through, we're going to like check out these abilities as we go, but we're going to try to look at all the active abilities first, the ones in the squares here. Then we'll look at our choices, which are the boxes with the arrows, and then we'll look at passives, the circle talents, as we kind of go through and actually make a build. So we get Echo as the ability we have to take. So this has a 1.3 second cast, and it costs Essence. Wrap an ally in energy, healing them for 1700 and causing your next non-echo healing spell to cast an additional time on that ally for 70% of normal healing. Okay, cool. That seems pretty straight up, like a good opener, right? I'm going to get ready to heal. I've got Essence. I'm going to cast Echo on myself. And then my next Living Flame is going to hit, and then it's going to echo, right? So it healed me for 5, almost 6,000, and then we got the Echo for 2,000. So yeah, Echo healed us for 2,000. And then if we do our Emerald Blossom, it healed us for 2,700, and then it healed us for about 2,000. 70% of normal healing. Yeah, okay, that's right. That's right. So Echo, Living Flame. Okay. Pretty straightforward. So we have to take that to even get into the tree. Then we have a choice between 2 different abilities. So we have Dream Breath, which is going to be our empowered ability here, so we can charge it up. 2.5 second empower, 25 second cooldown. Inhale, releasing or gathering the power of the dream. Release to exhale, healing 5 injured allies in a 30-yard cone in front of you. Okay, so it heals for 3,400 with a 25 second cooldown, or 3,900 with a 20-second cooldown, or 4,300 with a 15-second cooldown. I mean, that is nuts. Like, I would cast that at 3, like, every time, right? I mean, that's 15 seconds. That's over half the cooldown. I mean, let's look at this, right? Like, those numbers seem a little weird. Oh, why can't we use it? Oh, we didn't apply. Duh. I mean, to charge it up that like extra half second more to not have 15 seconds of the cooldown, like, that seems like a no-brainer to me. Now it's got a 25-second cooldown before you could use it again, and you didn't even... I almost feel like it... That's weird. I feel like it should be the reverse. Like, the longer you hold it down, the longer the cooldown is, but maybe the... No. You get a short, big burst heal with a high cooldown, and then it goes to a... maybe a lower cooldown? I don't know. I don't know what they would do with that. That just seems a little... like, it just seems like, why wouldn't you hold it down an extra half second to take 10 seconds off the cooldown? I have to try it out in practice. All right, then we also got Reversion. Repair an ally's injuries, healing them over time. When it critically heals, the duration is extended. Okay. So that gives us a heal over time. It's instant cast with a cooldown. So we pop that off. And if it critically hits, which it is not doing, can we get a crit? Okay, there we go. So we did get a crit. Oh, we got another one. 6, 5, 4, 4. Okay, yeah, so that's cool. It's really cool that it extends the duration out like that. That's neat. All right, next we have Rewind. 4-minute cooldown. Instant cast. 4-minute cooldown. Rewind 50% of damage taken in the last 5 seconds by all allies within 40 yards. What? Always heals for at least 2,400. Healing increased by 100% when not in a raid. We don't really have a good way to test that. I mean, we could go over to like the boss and take damage, but I mean, that's kind of pointless. We get what it does, right? That seems really strong. Yeah, that seems really strong. Time dilation. Okay. Instant 1-minute cooldown. Stretch time around an ally for the next 8 seconds, causing 50% of damage they would take to instead be dealt over 8 seconds. Oh, okay. So that's like, oh, what class does that? Is it bear? Was it bear? I want to say it was bear. No, it's not. It's monk. Brewmaster. Brewmaster does that with stagger. So it's kind of like a targeted stagger on an ally. That's interesting. I kind of like that. It's pretty cool. Not another one we can really like show off here. Let's see. Then we have Spirit Bloom, 2.5 second Empower. Okay, so this is another Empower ability. Heals an ally for a lot, and then splits to injured allies within 25 yards when empowered. Okay, so does that reduce the amount of healing? Let's find out. I believe it does. It says splits, so it makes me think that it would split. So right now it would do 7,000. We've got a couple of people here. So let's try it out. Healed us for 9,000. Crit healed someone for 16 and healed someone. It doesn't reduce. Wow. Wow. That is that's pretty cool. That's a cool ability. I like it. Yeah, I like it a lot. All right, so let's put another point in and let's check out what else we have. Emerald Communion, 3-minute cooldown. Commune with the Emerald Dream, restoring 20% health and 2% mana every 0.9 seconds for 4.3 seconds. So we're getting, what? Almost 5 ticks. So close to 100% health and 10% mana. Overhealing is transferred to a nearby injured ally. That's super cool. All right, so we can at least see what that looks like. We can see what these other ones look like too. Let's see. So we can at least look at the effects, right? Okay. And then over here we have Temporal Anomaly. A 1.3 second cast, 5.1 second cooldown. Send forward a vortex of temporal energy, healing 3 injured allies within 15 yards every 1 second. For 500. Last 8 seconds. So we're getting about 4k healing out of that on 3 injured allies. Okay. All right, we'll try that out too. Okay, so we're gonna look at the effects of time dilation. Okay, cool. It made a little hourglass, and that is a super cool visual effect. Very nice. Rewind. Also cool. Rewind, it's actually healing Mac Dingo. Where's that? Oh, he's over there. Okay. That's a pretty big range. 40 yards, yeah. All right, Temporal Anomaly. Oh, look at it go. It didn't heal anyone. Wow, that has a pretty short cooldown, actually. That is a weird ability. Like, it's like the Frost Orb or whatever on Mage, but for healing. Okay, and then we had Emerald Communion. Oh, do we have to chant? Oh, it is channeled. Okay. So it's channeled. I was ticking for 5k. That's pretty strong. Okay, so then we have 2 more activated abilities that we're going to have to kind of choose one to get into here. All right, so let's go straight down and get whatever this one is. All right, so this one is Stasis, 1.5 minute cooldown, instant cast. Causes your next 3 helpful spells to be duplicated and stored in a time lock. You can activate Stasis anytime within 30 seconds to quickly unleash their magic. What? That sounds so cool. Okay, so it's our next 3 helpful spells. Okay. So we could hit Stasis, Reversion, Emerald Blossom, and then Dream Breath. And then we hit Stasis again. That is so cool. Oh my god, that's so cool. That is super neat. I like that a lot. Holy cow, that's a cool ability. Okay. Let's go check out what the other one was. Alright, so we want to go down this way. Yep. Put some points in, enough to get us into the next tree. There we go. And then Dream Flight. 1 minute cooldown, instant cast. Take a deep breath and fly to the location. Oh, this is like this one, the deep breath, but it's Dream Breath. Oh, that's cool. Super dope. I bet it looks cool too. Get that healing. Get that healing. Wow. Oh man, this healing spec is super cool. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Seems really fun. Okay, so yep. Now let's go look at our choices. All right. All right. So we want to go this way to be able to get to that choice. Okay, so this one here, Spirit Bloom's cooldown is reduced by 15 seconds. So that was our pretty awesome Empower ability. So it normally has a 30-second cooldown. So it turns it to a 15-second cooldown. That seems super strong. Empath, Spirit Bloom's increases your essence regen by 100% for 10 seconds. Wow. So that's going to let you spam Echo? Just Echo? I think just Echo, right? Is that the only thing we have? That's the only heal we have that spends essence, right? I think so. I feel like I would just take the cooldown reduction. Over here, we have Time Dilation's cooldown is reduced by 2 seconds each time you cast an Essence ability. All right, so that was the like stagger thing. Or Time Dilation delays 70% of damage taken instead of 50, so an extra 20%. Okay, that's pretty cool. Here we have Temporal Anomaly can be cast instantly. Okay, so that was the weird, like, frozen orb healing thing. Or it heals 40% more in 40% less time. So does that make it... Let's see. Two, three, 4, 5... Okay. So that was probably 4 seconds. I was probably counting too fast. So yeah, it doesn't go as far, but it heals for more. Okay, that's interesting. And then here we have Emerald Communion increases your max health by 20%. All right, so that's the crazy channeled ability. So it increases your max health by 20%, and then you get 20% of your health. So it's actually increasing your heal as well. Or you can move while communing with the dream. That seems super handy. So now we can pop this, and we can move around while we're doing it. Okay. What else do we have? We got one choice over here, so we'll take a look at that one too. Okay, so Rewind's cooldown is reduced by 60 seconds, so that gives us a 3-minute cooldown on Rewind, which is super strong. Or Rewind has 2 charges, but the healing is reduced by 50%. So it'll do 25% of the damage, but you can use it twice in the same time. So basically, if you don't need Rewind as a big, huge, chunky save-the-day heal, and you want to use it as a occasionally get us back on our feet thing, you could take that. So that seems pretty cool. Okay. So we've basically got the green side and the gold side over here. The green side is heavily oriented towards healing. The gold side looks to be very heavily oriented towards some healing, but also like more utility, like health manipulation, damage. Like it kind of reminds me of Discipline Priest in a way. Whereas this reminds me of like Resto Druid, kind of. I like both sides. I'm not sure like which one I really like. What the hell is the ability? This Stasis. I think that is such a cool, like, fun ability to mess with. That's got my excitement peaked for sure. And then down the middle, I think this is the red magic healing side. So let's start looking at these passives, right? Okay, so each cast of a bronze spell causes your next empower spell. Why would that be over here? Bronze is all over here. Causes your next empower spell to reach maximum level in less time, stacking up to 4 times. Okay, that's fine. Living Flame has a 20% chance to make your next essence ability free. I think that's pretty cool. Fire Breath heals a nearby injured ally for 80% of the damage done. That's also cool. But I think we'd probably want to spend our... Well, it's an empower ability, so it has a cooldown. So that just adds a heal to it, which is interesting. Let's see. We're going to go look at the left side of the tree. All right, so let's put some points in. Emerald Blossom sends out 1 flying seedling when it bursts, healing allies up to 30 yards away for 1, 2, 3. Is it literally that? It can't be that. Okay, it bursts, and then the fluttering seedlings healed for 1,200. Okay, that's a much more reasonable number than 1 or 3. Gain a 30% chance for one of your fluttering seedlings to grow into a new emerald blossom. Okay. All right, we gotta get closer over here. All right, let's try this again. All right, and then seedlings. Wow, look at how far away that was. 30% chance we didn't get it. Yeah, we didn't get the chain. Man, I want I want to get the proc. Hey, there it goes. And then we get another seedling. Oh, that could, like, I'm assuming that can maybe infinitely chain. That's kind of a cool little effect. I don't know if that 30% is worth it though. Doesn't seem to go off very often. That was like 5 of these. And you got to figure it's each seed that flies out has a 30% chance. It didn't seem like it was happening as frequently as it should. Rescue. Temporarily bond your life with an ally, causing healing either of you receive to also heal the bonded partner for 40% of the amount. Lasts for 5 seconds. So that's interesting. Rescue is you fly to an ally and heal them. All right, so then we could click this. All right, we'll pick this guy. We'll rescue. And then if we cast Living Flame on him, it's also healing us. Hey, we got it. I do kind of like the seedling thing. Like, it's pretty cool. Oh man, this healer seems super fun. I might be healing this this expansion. Like, don't get me wrong, the DPS was cool for sure, but like, there's just a lot of weird stuff going on here, and I like weird stuff. Okay, Azure Strike has a chance to cause an Essence Burst, making your next Essence ability free. We saw that in the DPS tree. That goes into Living Flame and Fire Breath deal additional damage and healing equal to 1% of your maximum health. So this will be 3%. Rescue increases the healing of your next Dream Breath, which is this. Nope. Dream Breath is this one. By 40% of your next living or your next living flame by 100%. So rescuing someone gives us increased healing. Okay, got it. So what else do we have on the left side here? Okay, so a couple ways we can go. Consuming a full temporal compression grants you Essence Burst. What is a temporal compression? What? Oh, here we go. Each cast of a bronze spell causes your next empower spell to reach maximum level in less time. Consuming a stat grants you Essence Burst. Essence Burst makes your next Essence ability free. Okay. Each time you gain Essence Burst, your critical healing is increased by 20% for 8 seconds. Dream Breath, Spirit Bloom, and Emerald Blossom cost 10% less mana. Allies healed by Dream Breath are healed for an additional 10% over 8 seconds. And then that goes into Dream Flight, which is a pretty cool ability. All right, then in the middle here, we have your Empower spells. Maximum level is increased by 1. Your healing is increased by 5% on your targets with your Reversion, which is this one here. Okay. And then Stasis. All right, so looking at the right side of the tree, we've got Reversion instantly heals the target for 15% of the damage taken in the last 5 seconds. Echo replicates 30% additional healing. Okay. When you or an ally fall below 20% health, a version of yourself enters your timeline and heals them for 4,800. Your alternate self continues healing for 8 seconds before returning to their timeline. What? That's weird. Okay. Disintegrate generates mana over its duration. Reversion has 2 charges. Let's see. Reversion, time dilation, and echo last 2 seconds longer. And that goes into... Emerald Blossom leaves behind a tiny sprout which gathers 5% of your healing over 10 seconds. The sprout then heals allies within 25 yards, divided evenly among targets. So this is just cool. Like, there's a part of me that wants to do like the super like Emerald Blossom thing. There's a part of me that likes the whole Stasis thing here. In terms of like outdoor content kind of stuff, let's see if we can kind of figure that out here. So we take a big cooldown, take Living Flame, we take Flame Breath to heal ourselves, take big cooldown there, we'll grab Deep Breath. Okay, then we're going to go Azure Strike. We go Living Flame for increased damage. We don't need Rescue. Let's see. We grab... maybe Spirit Bloom. Increase our Essence regen. Let's see. Reversion instantly heals the target. What else? I don't know about that one there. Let's see. I think Time of Need is probably a good one to have in open world content. Disintegrate mana regeneration. I don't know if we need that. We definitely don't need to be doing stasis shenanigans. We probably want to increase our Empower spells maximum level by 1. Let's do the Seed. Grab that. What else? We got 4 points left. I really don't know. Maybe the cooldown on or giving rewind 2 charges. Extending our stuff, something like that. Maybe. That being said, let's go for a healing build. I'm really into this now. I think Reversion is super cool. I definitely want to get to the Fluttering Seedlings. I think Dream Breath seems really good. Bronze Spell, we're going to cast a lot of those. Spirit Bloom is cool. And then let's go down the Bronze Tree here. We got to put 1 point in there. We'll grab the Seedlings, which I like. And then we're going to go for... I don't know about Temporal Anomaly, honestly. Time Dilations, cooldowns. So this is the stagger effect. Reduced when we cast an Essence ability, or it delays more damage. Or Reversion here will instantly heal. Yeah, I want to add some instant heal to that. Let's see what else. We can make Echo replicate additional healing, or let's go here. Then I think I want to get this crazy Time of Need kind of thing here. We need to spend 3 more points. So let's reduce the cooldown of Spirit Bloom. Let's get Emerald Communion, and let's get the ability to move during it. Then we'll come down. We'll give Reversion 2 charges. We'll extend the duration. And then we'll get the tiny sprout. Okay. So what are we actually doing here in terms of rotation? That is a good question. All right, so let's gather up everything we have. I'm going to pull this stuff off the bar. This gets a little bit overwhelming here. So did we pick... We did not pick up Stasis, so let's pull that off. And we didn't get Temporal Anomaly, so we'll pull that off. All right, so we have our Echo. So Echo cost Essence, and it heals the target and then causes our next non-Echo healing spell to cast an additional time. All right, we've got Dream Breath, which is an Empower. So this is the one that the longer we hold it down, the lower the cooldown is going to be. We've got our Reversion. Big heal over 18 seconds. When it crit heals, it extends its duration. And we also got some instant heal on it as well. So this is basically a heal over time that we throw out on the target. Okay. Then we got Rewind, which is a big cooldown. It's going to rewind damage taken. We got Time Dilation, which is a medium cooldown, basically a stagger. Okay. We've got our, let's see, Spirit Bloom. So this is another Empower. This one is going to heal an ally for a bunch, and if we hold it down, it heals more allies for a bunch. So essentially, I think we want to use Spirit Bloom if we need big heals on one or more allies. And we want to use Dream Breath when we want a nice spread across all allies, essentially. All right. We've got our Emerald Communion, so that's going to hit us, and then it's going to overhealing is going to transfer to a nearby injured ally. So kind of like a self-heal, but then if we don't need it, it goes to someone else. Okay, so in addition to that, in our spell book, all right, we got Dream Breath, we got Echo, Emerald Communion, we've got our Reversion, Rewind, Spirit Bloom, Time Dilation. Okay, so then in here, we have Emerald Blossom, so this is a Essence Spender as well. So this one is good to pop for 3 injured allies, and then we got to do all kinds of crazy stuff after that. So I think Emerald Blossom is going to be kind of like our go-to, like keep the raid, keep the party topped off sort of spell. Echo, we're going to be able to spin that and then maybe like Echo into Spirit Bloom, right? So we Echo into Spirit Bloom. Right, that healed for 9,000, and then it healed us again for 8, almost 9,000. Right, so, or we could do that with the AoE, right? So we Echo, and then we Dream Breath. So that did a 10k crit heal plus a 5k on him, plus a 10k crit heal again. So pretty good stuff there. Can we Echo Emerald Blossom? No. Oh, no, it did work. Echo Emerald Blossom healed us, and then it healed us again for a crit. Okay, so we can. Basically, we'll Echo when we need to double up on something, but I think if we're like just kind of doing our thing, then we'll probably be casting Emerald Blossom. Then we have our Fire Breath, which I don't think we got anything to modify that. We did not. So that's just for damage dealing purposes. And we have Living Flame. All right, so that's going to be our non-essence main single target heal that we're going to be doing. It'll give us a chance to cast an essence ability for free. All right, and I think that's pretty much it, right? Yeah. Okay. So, if we're healing a main target, okay, gonna heal somebody. All right, so we throw a heal over time over them. All right, we could throw a blossom on them to spend essence. I think if we don't have like crazy things going on, we just go ahead and we echo. Right? On like the tank, probably. I don't think echo will stack. Nope, it'll just refresh the duration. Yeah, so we'll put reversion on them. As kind of like the equivalent of a rejuve on a druid. Right? Then if we don't need to Emerald Blossom, we basically are just going to echo. And switch targets or whatever. Living Flame. You know, to keep them topped off. And as we need to, we're just going to use like our spenders, right? Or not our spenders, our empower spells. Right? So if we're healing the tank, we're going to go reversion. Right? That's going to top them off. They're going to start taking damage. We're going to need to heal them some. We can echo into like a living flame. That gives us a free spender. You know, we throw out our Emerald Blossom if, you know, some of the party members are taking some damage. You know, get the heal back on them. Throw out an echo again. This time the tank's taking some damage. We want to hit him with Spirit Bloom and hit some of the party with Spirit Bloom. Get some echoes on that. Right? So the echo only works on the main target. So you're basically going to want to have it on the tank or on the person who's like the lowest in the group, right? So I think if you're panicked, you're going to echo onto the target. And then you're going to Spirit Bloom Tier 1 to get the 1 heal. That's going to double up. And you're good. Then you know, make sure you have your reversion on them. Maybe you throw out an Emerald Blossom to help top them off and top up the party. Then you switch to the next person. You're going over to them. You throw out your reversion on them. Throw an echo down. Right? Okay. Multiple people in the group need a heal. All right, I'm going to power up for Deep Breath. Boom. Pop that and heal everybody. Back to the tank. Reversion on the tank. Echo. Tank needs a big heal. We're going to Spirit Bloom on him. Alright. We're going to throw out our little Emerald Blossom to get some group heals going. Back on the tank. Reversion. Echo. Life. Living Flame. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what I'm getting from this. Have to try it out in dungeons and see like exactly how everything works. But yeah, I think this specialization is really cool. I've gone on and on about it in here. There's a lot to consider, a lot to look at. It's definitely a little different compared to the DPS spec, which I think was a little more straightforward. Hey, we got the thing. Okay, look how far those go. It's so cool. And we got the little seed thing there, which is this thing. Leaves behind, which gathers 5% of your healing over 10 seconds, then heals all allies. Okay, so when we get that, we want to actually dump some healing. So then when it pops, we get some good healing from it. All right, well, that's a lot to take in, you guys. I think that's going to do it for this video, though. We'll take this out. We'll do the open world version that I was talking about earlier, but I think this is one we're definitely going to want to get in and practice, like in dungeons or party situations or something like that. It's probably going to be really hard to get into a dungeon as a healer right now, just because everybody's going to want to try this specialization since it's new, but we'll see what we can do in the future. So let me know in the comments or via likes whether or not you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content like this if you're enjoying the series. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Thank you for watching it. I appreciate it. And I will catch you on the next one.